Greetings, fellow Earthlings and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215, and right now we're in the state of Pennsylvania. We're currently in the city of Scranton. We're going to be doing a driving tour of downtown Scranton, PA, and the surrounding neighborhoods. It's 55 degrees outside right now. We're going to make this right-hand turn on Lackawanna. We're on Main Ave. We have Clark Place on my left-hand side. I'm going to make this right-hand turn on Lackawanna Ave. I see Jay's Commons, which is a little shopping plaza. We have Fazuk's Tag and Title Service on our left, and DMI Sales and Service on our right. Now, if you look directly in front of us, I believe that is the Scranton downtown skyline. From afar, you can see the mountains. The mountains line the background. We have Memorial Day flowers on our left. We're approaching St. Francis Cabrini Ave. We have some homes on my right-hand side. Now, since there's not that much traffic behind me, I'm going to try to cruise as slow as I can for my viewers who like to watch me drive slow. I'm not always able to drive slow when there's a lot of traffic, but luckily, not a lot of people out right now. We have Clean Slate Medical Group on our right. I also see a Cost Tire and Auto Service Center on our right. They do mufflers, brakes, alignments, and more. So there's a bridge directly in front of us. Weight limit 18 tons. 200 feet ahead. Now, unless you're driving a big rig, that's unimportant. But I've learned to pay attention to those signs because I'm driving a big rig. Not at the moment, but what I'm towing this vehicle with, we weigh about 16,000 pounds. So there's certain bridges that we can't go over. But right now, I'm only in a 1,800 pound vehicle. So, plus the human weight is probably a little over 2,000 pounds. Scranton, directly in front of us, has a pretty interesting looking skyline because of the mountains in the background. The mountains look awesome. They're filled with vegetation, a lot of greenery. There's greenery all over PA. We're passing 7th. We're on Lackawanna, 7th and Lackawanna. We have the U-Haul business on our right. Moletsky's Auto Sales on our left. We have this pretty cool building on our left. Look at it, Gio Padala and Company. It looks like an old style building. It's made with bricks. It looks like it may be closed, boarded up. On our right, we have the Steamtown National Historic Site, if you head right. In front of us, we have the Lackawanna Transit Center. So that's where you catch the bus. I wonder if the train's connected to that too. Like the regional rails? I don't know. If you know, let us know in the comment section. Feel free, as always, to enlighten us. Share knowledge, share information. If you know anything about this area, teach us. So I see the Times building on our left. I see a Times font on our left. It's like a block or two up, but I seen it from afar. Probably their newspaper. So it's been refreshing to see PA tags since I've been here in PA. Because throughout the country, I haven't seen every single other tag but our own tag. If this is your first time watching my channel, I'm born and raised in Philadelphia, PA. Throughout the years, I've always been told, yo, Tune, head to Scranton, man. It's just like Philly, head to Scranton. There's hoods too, head to Scranton, head to Scranton. It's 2 hours away from where I'm at in Philly, so gas-wise, it never made sense for me to come up here. Since I'm passing through to go to New York, I figured, hey, why not? You know, this is like, maybe a once-in-a-lifetime thing, because I don't think I'm ever going to come back up to Scranton. I don't really have a need to come up here. And to be completely honest with you, although it's city-like, those mountainscapes in the background, they're beautiful, but it's nothing like Philly. Like, we don't have that in Philly. We're all flat for the most part, and even when we do got hills and stuff, we got the marketplace on our right-hand side. It's just not like Philly, so I wouldn't call it necessarily like Philly. And I was trying to do some research to learn, like, what's the worst parts and all of that stuff. There's mixed emotions about that. We're passing Mifflin Ave. We have Penn Furniture on our left. Scranton State Office Building on our right. We're approaching Franklin Ave. Yeah, so I didn't really find any defined information, so hence why we're going to do the downtown driving area like I do in most big cities. And then if we have some time, we'll drive the outskirts of downtown, see what neighborhoods we run into. But I read that it was like very seedy, meaning like certain areas could be a little rough, but as of 2010, most people said that it was pretty safe. Recently, I believe it has one of the largest crime rates per capita of its size, so like 40 violent crimes per 1,000 people or something of that nature. I don't know. We're at Penn Ave. We have Movie Bistro on our left. We have the coffee house, Commonwealth Coffee House, on our left hand side. Directly in front of us we have the marketplace at Steamtown and Crunch Fitness. We have Verizon on our right. We're going under this marketplace of Steamtown. I got a car behind me, so I had to drive a little bit faster. Up, yellow light, cool. Citizen Saving Bank on our left hand side. Scranton is a city in northeast Pennsylvania. It's known for Steamtown National Historic Site with century-old locomotives set on a former rail yard. In a restored 19th century mill, the Electric City Trolley Museum has interactive exhibits and vintage trolleys. Nearby are 4 Scranton Iron Furnaces, relics of the 1800s iron plant. McDade Park is home to Lackawanna Coal Mine, where a mine car descends to the tunnels. That's pretty cool. So this town has a history in coal mining. That's neat. And they got a lot of old steam locomotives. All right, the vehicle drove by us, so I'm going to slow it down. We're traveling about 10 miles an hour. I'm going to take advantage while I can. We have the Merrill Lynch building on our left. We have a parking garage on our right. I see some pretty high buildings. Not too high. Nothing, jaw-dropping. No really tall, high-rise buildings. But I do see what this is on my left. It's like 11 stories. 10, 11 stories, give or take. We got Headhunters Haircutting on our right. Headhunters. We're at Lackawanna and Washington. We have the 100 block of Washington to our right. We're on the 400 block of Lackawanna. The best in town, Buono Hoagies, or Buono Hoagies, B-U-O-N-A. Oh, I'm sorry, Buona Hoagies? Buena. I kind of want to say Buena Pizza and Hoagies, but I don't know how to say that. Okay, we're going to continue moving forward. We have the Scranton, what's that? The Ledecran? Some type of building on our right called Ledecran. I don't know what that was. The Alpha Gallery on our right, Coney Island Lunch, area's best wieners since 1923. On our right-hand side, we have the Renaissance. There's a nice display in that lot. A lot of historical placards. We have the Bartari on our left, kind of like Atari, but it's the Bartari. I'm going to make this left-hand turn on Adams. On our right is Cedar. I'm going to go left, though. I see an exercise, yoga, and ballet business on our right called 8 Court Dancewear. Let's make this left-hand turn. We have the Hilton on our right-hand side. So this Bartari is like a bar with Atari. You can eat, play, and drink. So it looks like maybe an arcade mixed with a bar. Scranton is located on an elevation of 745 feet above sea level. We're going to merge left. Look at the parking garage on my right. Look at the details on the side of the parking garage. Those stones have carvings in it. It look like probably old vehicles carved into those stones. Let's make this left. We're currently at Biden Street, historic downtown Scranton. Biden Street, the intersection of Biden and Adams Ave. I see a phenomenal building on my left-hand side. I'm uncertain if that is a church and or their downtown courthouse, because I've seen several buildings in different downtowns that look like that, which are either A, a city hall, or B, a courthouse. But we'll figure it out shortly. There's some gentlemen sitting over there on the park bench in the sun. There's a monument right there on the corner. All right, we're going to continue moving forward. We have Lavish Scranton on our right-hand side. Lavish Scranton looks like a fancy boutique. We have a business called Tusk on our left. We have Northern Light on our left-hand side. There's cars behind me, so I'm going to try to move at a comfortable pace. We have Revolutionary War Patriots on our right. Piazza del Arte, or Art, on our right. What is that exactly? If anybody knows what that is, let us know. I can't put a pinpoint on it just yet. Let's make this left. I'm gonna zigzag up and down. We're gonna turn left right here. Be careful. Pay attention to traffic. We have Bar Pazzo on our right. New Laundry on our right hand side. Over the Moon on our right-hand side. Lennon and Dempsey on our left-hand side, a professional building. Community Bank on our left-hand side. We have a business called Vine, breakfast, lunch, sweets, and catering on our right. It's a restaurant. I went to merge left because I'm in the wrong lane. All right, we're passing Lackawanna. I do have a vehicle behind me. I'm going to go up probably about a block or so. I'm going to let this vehicle go by us because he just started speeding out of nowhere, and I want to go slowly over these tracks. I don't like to just force the vehicle through tracks. On our right-hand side, we have the Police City of Scranton, Pennsylvania. So I believe that's the police department. Integrity, courage, and honor. Yep, that's their police headquarters here in the downtown area. Now, it looks like if we continue traveling forward, we may leave the downtown area. I'm going to go down this hill just because to see if we can make our way around the block. But we'll figure it out together. But from afar, you'll see tons and tons. It looks like a jungle. Like somebody activated Jumanji and they let out the jungle. Let's make this right on River. We have a tuxedo spot on our left. All right, so this is absolutely a dead end. Or at least it turns to the left. We have Aaron's Furniture on our right. It's a rental company. True Live Scranton on our right. I see Latinos Grocery, authentic Hispanic produce. Oops Mobile. And Laundry Matters. Oops Mobile instead of Boost Mobile. How creative. All right, let's make this left-hand turn. I think we're getting away from downtown. So I'm just going to go around the block, and then we'll just come right back up that block we went down, and we'll continue to explore downtown. This looks like a little industrial quarter. Mattress outlet parking on our right. We have a railroad directly in front of us. So the total area that Scranton spans is 25.54 square miles. That's the total area. Be careful driving over some rocks. Don't want to get over no screws or nothing. We have the Salvation Army Corps Community Center on our right-hand side. All right, let's make this left-hand turn. We're going to go right back up the block that we just came down. I see Great Temptations Bake Shop on our left-hand side. And I also see Sharon's Place. So we're at this red light. On our right, we have windows and doors. The population of Scranton, PA, as of the year 2020, United States Census, was 76,997 people. So a little less than 77,000 people call this place home. We have the EBSCO Eastern Penn Supply Company showroom, plumbing and lighting design studio on our left, and tuxedo business on our right. I guess for like weddings and proms and stuff like that. Sweet 16. Well, then again, a man can buy a suit for a Sweet 16 if he's gonna go with his female friend. You know what I mean? Like if he gets invited and he's with the main girl, then he definitely got to suit up. I've always been invited to those when I was younger, but I never took the offer. I was never into, like, if you know me, you know that I'm not a party person. I've never been into bars, clubs, none of that stuff. Like not even like birthday parties. I was never into none of that. So I had a couple people. I even had someone once ask me to go to their prom, and I was like a couple years younger than them, and she wanted me to go to the prom with her, and I'm like, nah, I'm Gucci, I'm cool. I'm alright, like nah, just wasn't my twist. The marketplace at Steamtown. Parking lot was on our left. All right, so we cannot enter in front of us. It's a do not enter. Let's make this left right here. This is the block that we was on, Lackawanna. We came from in front of us. We went behind us. We already went to our right. So let's go left and then make a right. That's Wyoming Ave. We don't have no set point of destination, so we're just going to randomly drive around. I don't really know what to expect. This is a real world reaction. It's my first experience here in downtown Scranton. For the most part, the downtown, it's a lot larger than many small American downtowns, but it's not the biggest. By far not the biggest at all. But I've been to some downtowns where it's just like 2 blocks. or like one block makes up the downtown. Like that's how small those towns were. This one, we've already drove a dozen or so blocks, and there's still more downtown to be discovered, which tells us that Scranton got a nice footprint in PA. Okay, so we're now at Wyoming Ave. It's funny because we got a Wyoming Ave in Philly too, but I've also been to Wyoming State. So I was talking to Omi about that the other day. I was like, yo, it's crazy because in Philly we got a bunch of street names that are named after like states and places like that, and we've always read them, but we don't take the state into consideration. Now that I've been to these states, I'm gonna look at those streets differently. We got Citizen Saving Bank on our left. We have a vehicle behind us. I'm gonna pull over. I'm just gonna allow this Audi to pass us. Go ahead. You're more than welcome to go, sir. The Steamtown Trading Post on our left-hand side. Downtown Fitness on our left. We pass Wanda's Mofongo House, too. Wanda's Mofongo House. To my knowledge, I believe there's a large Hispanic population here. We have Lackawanna County Government Center on our left. Yeah, so like earlier I was talking about crime and trying to research the crime and whatnot. I've read everything from like muggings happening, robberies, a lot of home invasions. We're passing Biden Street. We got Notology, Solidarity on our right. Discover your scent story. We have a pretty cool theater-like building on our right-hand side. However, it looks like they're now advertising something related to a summer camp. Get your child back on stage this summer. Art, Sing, Dance, CAPA, C-A-P-A-A, Creative and Performing Arts Academy of NEPA. So I don't know if they repurposed that building because it looks like Eyewitness News on the left side of the theater, and on the right side of the theater it looks like Pink Pedal Boutique. On our left we got Chamberlain Insurance, and we have Scanlon, Howie, and Daughtery PC. And on our right we got the Quandale Building, as well as an awesome looking church. Another phenomenal church. Fantastic, beautiful church. St. Luke's Episcopal Church on our right hand side. And it looks like we're approaching another church on our left hand side, St. Peter's Cathedral. Churches in America, man, they are awesome. There's a lot of awesome churches. So like I was saying earlier, everything from robberies, crimes. I've even read an article where they said an older senior citizen's man was randomly, I don't know if it was his throat. I think it was his throat. That he was randomly slit in the downtown area. Yeah, so there's been some sort of crime taking place here. We're passing Linden. We have the Diocese of Scranton Chancery Building on our right. Cathedral Prayer Garden on our left-hand side. The Diocese of Scranton Pastoral Center on our right. We're at Mulberry. So, you'll read information on it, and some people would say that it's safe. They lived there their whole lives. Some people would say that it changed in the mid-2000s, I guess, when a different demographic of population came to the community. We have Heaven and Earth on our right at the Guild Building. The Guild Building was established in 1917. On our left-hand side, we have the Valero Gas Station. Regular gas is going for $4.79 per gallon. This is a little bit more expensive than Middle PA and Western PA. Western PA, like around New Kensington and Pittsburgh, gas was about $4.49 a gallon. Some places like $4.38, which is still a lot better than California and Chicago. Because if you remember my California tours and Chicago tours, I was complaining about them gas prices. I ain't gonna fraud. I was complaining, bro. Like $7, $6.50, $6.29, $6.79, $5.99. Like, man, give me a break. Give me a break. Break me up a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Elite Urgent Care on our right. Scranton Pharmacy on our right. Omni Health Services. Yeah, a lot of people spell Omi's name like Omni. A few of their supporters, thank you to everybody who supports this channel. They say like, tell Omni we said hi, or tell Omni hello. You could spell it O-M-I-I or O-M-I. Omi. O-M-I. They'd be like Omni. O-M-N-I. And I don't say nothing. I just be like, thank you. But yeah, you can put Omi. That's a nickname that was developed in the family. Well, my side of the family gave her that nickname. She has her own nickname from her side of the family. But it's a funny story on how she got that nickname from my side of the family. We'll probably tell it in the future. We got the Lackawanna Laundry on our left. The Chippewa Boots and Work Shoes on our right. We're at Linden's Pen and Linden's. Oh, I'm sorry, not Linden's. It's Linden South. I saw the little S in my mind naturally said Linden's. We got Macquarie and Macquarie Physical Therapy Consultants on our left-hand side. We have the Artworks Gallery and Studio on our left. Sambuca Italian Grill and Bar on our left-hand side. We're approaching Biden Street once again. Directly in front of us at the end of the road, you'll see the marketplace at Steamtown. Text on top of the entrance, the awning of the marketplace. On our right, we have the Scranton Times. We're at Penn and Biden Street. On our left, we have a downtown deli and eatery. See, the Scranton Times is on our right. That's how I saw the Times text from afar when I was approaching the Skyline. We have a nice statue outside on my right of a guy sitting there on a bench reading a newspaper. Probably some political figure from Scranton's history. We have Jeans and Things Tux, Army and Navy on our right. The Legion Hall on our right. We have Center City Print on our right. We're approaching Center Street. Now we're passing Center Street on our right. We have the Electric City parking on our left. And now we're officially approaching Lackawanna. And that's the marketplace at Steamtown in front of us. They got Electric City Dentistry on our left. I'm going to make this right. Electric Mine Shaft on our right. Delta Medics is a part of Lehigh Valley Health Network on our left. Scranton Enterprise Center on our right. Okay, let's make this right-hand turn and make sure this is a two-way. Yeah, it looks like a two-way. Penn Furniture on our left. Penn, I'm sorry, it sounded like I said Pern. Penn Furniture on our left. Penn Furniture on our left. Velos Bike Works on our right. All Marys or L Marys. My speech be messing with me sometimes. Passing Biden Street. I'll be trying to pronounce stuff as best as I can. We got O'Malley's and Langan law offices on our left-hand side. Yo, we have a parking garage on our right-hand side. There are 3 joggers currently jogging on the right-hand side of Linden. Let's make this left. We have J and W tires on our right. Oh man, bro, I turned left so I can get away from you, and you turn with me. That tends to happen to me a lot. I'll be trying to like get away from the cars. They turn with me. All right, so directly in front of us, we're facing Mifflin Ave, and you'll see there's a church on my right. And then in front of us, there's a skyline full of not what buildings, but grass, trees, and vegetation. Directly in front of us from afar, you see the mountains. And the clouds are surfacing on the mountains. It's a really nice view. But nothing like Philly. We got Scranton Civic Ballet Company on our left. Philly's more of a concrete jungle. We do have, we got 2 joggers on our left. We got the Northeast Eye Institute on our left-hand side. Yeah, so Philly's more like a concrete jungle. We have trees, sparsely scattered throughout the blocks, and some neighborhoods more trees than others. If you go to Northeast, yeah, you got more trees, and if you go to Northeast Philly, let's bang this left, because I want y'all to see that Times sign that I was talking about. You see that Times sign right there on my right-hand side? I kind of want to try to snap a picture of this for the Toon Be Chillin' Instagram account. I'm going to try to figure out how I can get this picture effectively and efficiently. Give me a second. Stop here. There's no cars. I'm going to try to take another picture. Put it on a different angle. Right there. Boom. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. Times. That's the Times. WEJL on our right. In front of us. I'm going to make this right-hand turn. We're back on Franklin Ave. So to be completely honest with you, it looks like we spanned most of downtown already, surprisingly. It looks like we spanned most of it, guys. So I'm going to take Lackawanna down to the very end of my left. To the very end and see if I see something that I didn't notice in the beginning. Yeah, one thing that I've learned upon traveling through the country is that I know a lot of people, they recommend me like certain hoods. They say, yo, go check out this hood, check out that hood, this state, that state. We got a police officer that just ate the light behind us. So let's see if he's interested in our presence. But so there's been a lot of recommendations to certain places. And I go to these places like morning, I go through them noon, I go through them evening. Sometimes I go through them before nightfall. And I don't know, it just doesn't feel like there's much going on, you know, if that makes any sense. We're at Wyoming Ave, the intersection of Lackawanna and Wyoming Ave. We're passing Wyoming Ave. So we're going to travel at normal speed because we still have that police unit behind us. More than likely, he's probably punching in the tag numbers. At least my tags are applicable to the state. If y'all remember when I got pulled over in Minnesota, then you already know. It's crazy because I traveled around the whole country and it took me like 34 states. I think on the 34th state was when I got pulled over. And I thought I was going to get pulled over in Beverly Hills. I thought I was going to get pulled over like in Miami or like, some of the best ritzy areas. I was in ritzy areas and police saw us. Like they drove by us, but they paid no attention to us. They didn't care about us. I drove by police stations. I drove by all that stuff. I never got pulled over. Boom. I go to some little tiny town. And the thing is, I don't even want to make it seem like it was because of the tiny town. Because I've been to a lot of tiny towns. I'm talking about some tiny, tiny towns. And didn't get pulled over in those towns. And I went to some like a little over a tiny town, a little bigger than a tiny town. I went to one and got pulled over. So we're gonna follow this. He turned. Yeah, he almost looked like he wanted to go with us, but he probably punched the tag numbers in and they're good. All right, so we have the rail yard on our left-hand side. Radisson Charmin's restaurant on our right. We have the Gateway Center on our left. So it looks like I didn't cover this part yet. Rocky's Gone Fishing. This looks like a little miniature theater venue type of thing on our left. But it's for sale. Oh, this is going to take us to Interstate 380. Oh, hell no. I just realized where I was going through. Yo, hold on. This is going to take us to Interstate 380. We definitely don't want to go to Interstate 380. U-turn. Trick move. Up, down, left, right, square, circle, circle, square, triangle. Boom, trick move. Yo, look at this building on my left that says Lackawanna. Look at the top. It got a clock tower to it. You see it? Oh, man, there's cars behind me. Yeah, that was going to take us to the interstate. We definitely don't want to go to the interstate just yet. No way, no siree. So, guys, it looks like this is about it when it comes to the downtown area. If not, we're going to keep driving through the same thing. I'm going to make this right-hand turn. Let's take this up several blocks, a little further than we took it last time. So are there any notable people from Scranton? Okay, you ready for this one? Are you ready for this one? Are there any notable people who are from Scranton, PA? First person on the list, Joe Biden. Hence why we're currently facing Biden Street. Oh, that makes sense. That guy's from this little tiny town. Yo, he's from this town. That's crazy. I didn't even know he was from PA. That goes to show you how fully aware I am. I ain't aware of jack. Of nothing. Second on the... Oh, hold on. We got cars behind us. Oh, look at them. They out. Fume, too fast. Too curious. Lackawanna Blind Association on our right. Wow, there's an association of blind people? That's interesting. Saka Sushi Bar and Hibachi on our right. That park on our left looked like it was pretty big. We're passing Linden. Let's continue moving forward. We got Sheely's Drugstore on our left. Angry Bird or Angry Foot. Instead of Angry Bird, I'm gonna call him Angry Foot. You could tell when people like are heavy-footed because they like you hear their engine roar from the straight stop. Like, bro, you was just at a complete zero and you just pushed the pedal to the metal. I'm gonna take advantage and stop here at this red light. We're at Mulberry, the intersection of Adams and Mulberry. So we have John Blake, Marion Cohen Burroughs, Frank Carlucci, Robert P. Casey Jr., Gaynor Cawley, Mike Dunleavy, Hugh E. Rodham, John R. Farr, Kathleen Kane, Terrence V. Powderly, Robert Reach, Mary Scranton, William Scranton III, Joel Watts, John Anthony Walker, Walter Bobby, Alan Brown. So all the first people were political. There's a bunch of people from arts, huge list from arts, sports, huge list from sports, others. There's no musicians, there's no rappers, there's no actors that come from here. Wow. Let me see, is there any actors? Oh, there are a few actors, but let me see, anybody? Charles Emmett Mack, Gloria Jean, Alan Jones. Nobody that sticks out to me. In popular culture, the Harry Chaplin song 30,000 Pounds of Bananas is about an actual fatal 1965 accident in Scranton, where a driver hauling bananas lost control of his truck as it barreled down Musick Street. Wow, that's crazy. And a fatal accident related to 30,000 pounds of bananas. That's crazy. So let me guess. Somebody probably got crushed by the bananas or something? Man, that's a horrible way to go out. Like, it's not funny, but like, you know, you're at the funeral and it's like, yo, but how did he pass away? Like, bananas. Yeah, that sucks. That takes a childhood cartoon to a whole nother level. We got Lackawanna College on our left. Punch buggy, no punch bag. Punch whoever next to you, your mother, your brother, your father, your sister, your niece, your nephew, your cousin. Email somebody and email them a fist emoji. Look at, there's a Volkswagen Beetle on my right. The oh-so discontinued, all but twice, Volkswagen Beetle. Regional Hospital Surgery on our left. Let's continue driving straight. It looks like we're about to hit some residential neighborhoods, so let's just drive straight. Keep in mind, guys, I don't know if I'm driving towards the good part, the bad part. You know, they're like, Tune, but you should have went left. Tune, if you would have cut 3 blocks to your right, 3 kilometers to the left, 5 clicks to the south, you would have been in the hood, bro. On our left-hand side, we have Lackawanna College. That's the Lackawanna College building. On our right-hand side, we have Midtown Apartments. So this city is also the location of the Scranton branch, a fictional paper company in Dunder Mifflin's on NBC series The Office. Oh snap, The Office. I only watched, but like I don't even think I even watched the whole episode of The Office, because the shooting style of it used to give me like, it was just irritating me, like the way that the zoom in, zoom out, they're shaky, it's so handheld. Look at that CRV right there, first generation, black CRV. Yeah, but that's cool. But I have heard of The Office. It's a major show, television show. This city was also the setting of Roy Munson, portrayed by Woody Harrelson in the 1996 American sports comedy Kingpin. The scenes were shot in Pittsburgh as a stand-in for Scranton. United House Apartments on our right. We have Cooper Seafood, Brazilian lobster tail and holy mackerel sold here. Check out that business on our left. That's Cooper Seafood House. Wow, they got a giant octopus on it. That's dope. Oh, snap. Look at, they got a bunch of seafood. They got a bunch of pirates. Hold on. Can I like go through here just to show y'all this property? Let's make this left-hand turn. Gee golly, mate. I'm going to take a picture here. I don't even like seafood, but this is cool. Let me take a picture. I'm trying to take a picture for the Toon Be Chillin' Instagram account. You can visit TOONBECHILLIN. Wow, there's pirates. This is probably the coolest part I've seen in Scranton yet. Look it. That's dope. Look at that. Oh, speaking of the office, y'all, look right here in front of us. There goes all of the cast from the office. Look at that. That's crazy, bro. That's the cast from the office. That goes to show you, we were just talking about the office. You remember? I'm going to take a picture of that too, just because. It's funny because you know how an iPhone, or if you don't know, an iPhone, when you take a picture of someone's face, it makes a little box around their face. I took a picture of those 6 faces, and it put a box around all their faces. I guess to, tag them. Cooper Seafood Bar has a nice design to it. Wow, look at that shark. I'm going to take a picture of that shark, too. That shark is tough. Take a picture. 3, 2, say cheese, shark. Cheese. I got a nice picture of the shark. That's dope. That was probably like my favorite part. You're going to be like, Toon, what was your favorite part of Scranton? The seafood joint. I don't even eat seafood, but it looked dope. They'd be like, they're going to be like, Toon, what was your favorite part? I'm going to be like, the seafood joint. They'd be like, so how was their seafood? I'm like, Cooper Seafood House. They'd be like, well, how was the shrimp or how was the crabs? Beats me. I was just on the outside. Let's keep on going straight. Let's see if we get lucky. Let's see if we run into some gangbangers and some criminals and some people soliciting and slanging drugs out here. Say no. They did say that like certain areas there's like drug activity, but I don't know, man. Passing Washington and Myrtle. I don't have high hopes anymore, you know what I mean? No high hopes. I just drive and, That's why I try not to research a neighborhood, because then I don't want to have a prejudiced opinion. Like, I don't want to prejudge the area before I get there. That's the definition of prejudice. Prejudge. When you prejudge something, you're prejudging it based on like the looks or whatever. Word of mouth. There's an interesting building over here. What is that? Is that a school? No. Scranton Preparatory School. Yeah, that must have been the original preparatory. Preparatory. Oh man, the English language is something else, right? They're like, nah, Toon, you should learn how to speak Chinese. That's something else. Wei chonko chi tao. Now that's a real sentence. Took me a while to learn that thing. All right, let's make this. Nah, it looks like there's more houses. I was gonna make this left, but I feel like I'm about to approach some type of homes. This is me just randomly driving around now, guys. I'm just randomly driving wherever my 1 gallon of gasoline will take us. Say nah. We're passing Larch, Washington and Larch. We're on Washington. We've been traveling up Washington this whole time. So, for example, like we were talking about street names in Philly that were named after states. We got a Washington also. We got a Wyoming, right? There's a Washington State. I've been to Washington State. There's a Wyoming Ave. We got Wyoming Ave, but I've been to Wyoming State. There's an Indiana Ave in Philly, part of the Badlands, Fairhill and Kensington and all that stuff. Guess what? I've been to Indiana State and so on. So it's like crazy to like, now when I go back to Philly, I'm going to be on Indiana Ave, but I'm be like, yo, but I really been to Indiana State. Look at this right here on my left. What is this? Is this a prison? It looks like it could be a prison. Yeah, it's a prison. Lackawanna County Prison. I'm going to take a picture. I'm hype. Hype about that prison. Say no. It's a cool looking building. Man, I dislike when my lens gets a bunch of smudges on it. I wish that Monte Carlo wasn't like in the shot. Hold on, let me move. Man, Monte Carlo. Dear Monte Carlo owner, you kind of ruined the shot. You ruined my perfect picture. I feel like I gotta reverse this, like a hairline, to center out this photo some. That's the cinematographer in me. The cinematographer in me wants every single shot framed up accordingly. But sometimes I can't do that. Sometimes that's not possible. So I just gotta, when life gives you lemons, make lemon heads. All right, so we got some houses on my right. We're at New York Street. Again, you see New York Street, but I'm sure we've all been to New York for the most part. Well, not we've all, because there's some people that are probably watching that have never been to New York. I like that Jeep on my right. It's a dope Jeep. We got a Valero gas station in front of us. $4.77 per gallon of regular gasoline. Regular petrol fuel. All right, I'm going to make this right on Marion. Oh, this might be the neighborhood where... There was a funny map. That I saw. It was supposed to be like a hood map on Google. It basically had the areas categorized as like really big mansions. Then it said like hipsters. Then it said like regular people. Like it was like really like just neutral. But it said really big mansions. I don't think these are really big, but I kind of get the little Victorian mansion feel from here, kind of somewhat. We're at Marion and Adams. Really beautiful houses. They're raised up from street level. They're raised about 8 to 10 feet. They have their own elevated lawns. They're nice, what's that, limestone lined lawn space in front. I see some homes definitely have Victorian influence or that Renaissance influence. On our left, we have a home with stucco. It's a shame because they ruined the home with stucco siding. They have long driveways. The homes on our left-hand side have leveled lawns that are leveled the street side. They have about a good, I would say 15 to 20 feet of lawn space. I see garages in the back, 2-car garages. I see 3-car garages. I even see 2-car garages with long driveways, so that gives you more parking space. You can park in your driveway. The houses have vinyl siding. See some with stucco siding. 2-story, 3-story homes. A-style rooftops. Tons and tons of windows. While this one on my left is 3.5 stories. There's 3 stories with an attic up top. Huge home. They even have a gazebo tent in the yard. On my right, they have a really nice wraparound porch. So guys, if you're new to the channel, you're like, dude, but on your right, we can't see. Dude, but on your left, you can't see. You're watching Tune 215. This channel is going to provide the POV, point of view footage, virtual tour footage. We're at Green Ridge and Adams Ave. My other YouTube channel, Tune Be Chillin', TOONBECHILLIN. That is catered towards the behind the scenes, more personal life of Tune 215, the intimate views. So we got Omi in the background. She's capturing behind the scenes. She's showing the left and the right side. So if you subscribe to that channel, you'll see how I implement them in the vlogs. We're passing Marywood University, which was Washington, but if you head right, you hit Marywood University. So what you're watching is the POV, Tune Be Chillin'. I do the behind the scenes vlogs and I try to show you guys those little shots that you may not be able to see. I try to edit them in a creative way. So please consider checking out Tune Be Chillin' on YouTube and Instagram. We have the Scranton Public Library on our left-hand side. That's the Nancy K. Holmes branch, Lackawanna County Library System. So speaking of crime, because I know earlier we were talking about crime, I wonder what the crime is like here. Oh, we got a green light. I'm driving super slow. We're passing Kingsbury Road. I like that house right in the corner on my right-hand side, the one with the staircase going up. Let's make this right so y'all can see it. That one right there in the corner. I think that looks neat. The porch, the wraparound porch and all of that with that staircase up there. But then again, it might be an apartment. That's now giving me apartment vibes. All right, so what's the crime like over here? What's the crime rate like? Based on areavibes.com, Scranton, PA receives an F rating. Total crime is 40% above the national average. Property crime is 11% below the national average. Key findings show that violent crimes in Scranton are 300% higher than the national average, which is fairly well if you compare it to places like LA, compared to like Chicago, Detroit. The reason why I say that, number-wise, 300% is not that bad. To give you an idea, if you haven't watched the Chicago tours yet, Chicago is like 700% above the national average, 800%. Detroit was some of the most ridiculous numbers that I've seen. Detroit was like 1,440% above the national average. 1,700 and, oh my gosh, those numbers were amazing. All right, we're at Delaware and Penn. Really nice house on my right, but I'm gonna make a left because I feel like this is a prominent area. I'm getting like suburban vibes here. Look at that lower truck on my right. I actually like it with some wide radial rims. It's like 15 by 8s. All right, so let's continue moving forward. Scranton is safer than 7% of the cities in the United States. Year over year, crime in Scranton has not changed. In Scranton, you have a 1 in 31 chance of becoming a victim of crime. Let's continue moving forward. So what's the employment situation like over here? Scranton receives a D- rating based on areavibes.com. Income per capita is 31% below the national average. Unemployment is 5% below the national average. That's a good number. It's not bad. 5% below. I've seen 130% below. I've seen 180% below. I've seen 90% below. So 5% below is pretty good. We got Asbury United Methodist Church on our left. Let's make this left. Oh, wow. We got a purple house over here. Somebody likes Barney. Either that or the purple Teletubby or I don't know, what the purple dude from McDonald's. Whatever else is purple. Look at that purple house. That thing is purple, like straight purple. Wow. They got a nice little floral decoration on the posts that are holding up the house. This person from Hawaii, Live Aloha on our left, that Buick. It had Aloha State tags. So they must have shipped that car over here from Hawaii. That's interesting because I used to own a car that was from Hawaii. I bought it from somebody who, their brother was in the military. They were stationed in Hawaii, and that was his vehicle that he was stationed with over there. They shipped it over here, and they had it for sale, and I happened to buy it. I didn't buy it because I knew it was from Hawaii. When I went and I bought it, that was the story that they told me behind it, and it still had the military stickers on the windshield. It said like Secretary of State, like Secret Service. It had a bunch of like random government stickers on the front windshield, and it was Hawaii. So I thought that was cool, that I owned the car that was from Hawaii. Stick shift, 5-speed, VTEC, baby. Let's make this right. The house on my left is nice, the olive green house. I'm not a huge fan of white houses or baby blue houses. I like burgundy houses, red houses. I like green houses. Even tan would suffice. Sandy tan. Although tan, khaki is kind of like a plain color too. We're passing Sanderson. I really like red brick houses. A little bit of color, a little bit of life to the house. Don't procrastinate. Let's renovate. On our left-hand side, that's what the sign says. Don't enter when flooded. Do not enter. Wow, so this must get flooded often. Pennsylvania Northeast Regional Railroad Authority. Oh, that's where the regional railroad goes. So you can get to Philly from here, from above us. You probably got to catch it at the main station, though. We're passing Von Storch Ave. We have Travel World. Oh, we got a truck behind us. I'm going to pull it over. We got Ross's Times Barbershop on my right, established in 1932. Waldo's Tavern on our left. They got a Walrus. That's cool. Gulf Gas on our right is going for $4.85 per gallon. We have an AutoZone on our left-hand side. Family Automotive on our left. Morgan's Pub and Eatery on our right. Albright Ave on our left. Gentleman walking with a red hoodie and burgundy pants. We have 2 joggers on our right-hand side. Jogging. I feel like I saw them jogging earlier. I don't know if they're the same joggers or it's a different couple. We're passing Gardner Ave. Regular gas on our right is going for $4.75 per gallon. We have Fidelity Bank on our right-hand side. We got CVS Pharmacy on our left. We're passing Ross Ave. Ouch, ouch, potholes. Uh-oh, potholes signify we in the hood. Signal. That's just a joke. But most hoods have horrible streets. Ouch, ouch. Wow, so bumpy. All right, let me slow down because that truck behind us turned. Keen's Floral Outlet on my right. Number 10 Plaza on our left with a bunch of businesses. Directly in front of us, it appears that we have a high school. We got a car wash on my right, people shining their car and all that stuff. Self-serve, that's awesome. Triumph office on our left. So this is North Scranton Junior High School, directly in front of us. That's cool. We accidentally stumbled upon Scranton High School. So the median household income in Scranton is 31% lower than the national average. The male median earnings are 41% higher than the national average, or higher than the female national earnings. Let's make this left-hand turn. The poverty level in Scranton is 53% higher than the national average. If you head right, you'll head to Interstate 81. Let's make this left-hand turn. Hold on, is this a one-way? This ain't no dang one-way, is it? No, it's a two-way. I was about to say. What's the cost of living like? For those of you who may want to move here. So, Scranton receives a B- rating for cost of living. Overall cost is 9% below the national average. Housing is 38% below the national average. Saw how he had his arm out the window? Thug life. Let's make this left, right? Whenever this light turns green, I feel like I'm going to get another gray hair before it turns green. I do have one gray hair. Omi pointed it out to me when she was braiding my hair. She said it's about like an inch. What? I got an inch hair? I'm going to call that gray hair Cross Country Trip 2022. I'm going to call it the 48 states. That's what I'm going to call it, because I probably gained it on this cross country trip, traveling to all 48 states. Boy, was it a stressful but joyous journey. We're passing Clearview Street. We're at Main and Clearview. We got a nice looking theater on our right called Houdini. Houdini lives. Oh, the Houdini Museum? Was Houdini from here? Was Harry Houdini from here? That's spectacular. Hold on, I definitely gotta educate myself. Figure out if Harry. Hold on. Remind me in 2 minutes if Harry Houdini was from here. Pennsylvania general sales tax is 18% higher than the national average. The cost of living in Scranton is 9% lower than the Pennsylvania average. Let's make this right on Wood Street. I'm going to make this right on Wood. We got a convenient store on our left. We're passing Decker Court on our right. We're going up a hill, up an incline. All right, so Houdini, right? Houdini. And not the song. Not the artist. Wasn't there an artist called Houdini or something? Let's keep going straight. This looks like a nice area too, man. I mean, beats me. I don't know. I don't know, man. All right, Harry Houdini was definitely not from PA. You want to know where Harry Houdini was from? He was from Budapest, Hungary. He's not even from America. Yo, she gonna have abs and calves of steel walking up this hill. We're passing Geraldine Court. Well, why do they got a Harry Houdini museum there? Did he like start his business over here? Harry Houdini. If you guys don't know who Harry Houdini was, I guess the term magician is used lightly nowadays, because since YouTube came out and all that, they'd be like revealing and unveiling tricks, and like now you're no longer a magicianist or a magician. You're like an illusionist. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. We got James Kelly Memorial Minor League Training and Development Field on our left. We're approaching Silver Ave. It looks like we're coming towards. Up there looks like potentially a highway. Let's make this right on Silver Ave. A little tiny block, a bunch of bumps and potholes and stuff. So where did Harry Houdini grow up? Harry wasn't even his real name? Eric Weiss, or Weitz, later known as Erich Weiss, later known as Harry Houdini, later known as Houdini, was born in Budapest, Hungary in 1874. A few years later, he moved to Appletown, Wisconsin with his family, and his dad accepted a job as a rabbi there. Wow. So why in the world is... Anyway, whoever is watching who's from Scranton, let us know why that Harry Houdini Museum exists here in Scranton. Unless he worked here, you know. Oh, no, that's a dead end on my right. I was about to go right, but that's a dead end. Unless he worked here, you know what I mean? Maybe he worked here, or, you know, I don't know, did shows here. I don't know. Lived here later in his life. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, the word magician doesn't hold as much weight as it used to back in the day. Because I was a fan of, not Harry Houdini, but David Copperfield. I'm sorry, y'all. When I was growing up, I don't know, I was gullible. Listen, some of y'all watch wrestling, so you can't talk to me about gullible. But, serious, Tune. Be serious. Yeah, David Copperfield was where it was at for me, personally. We're at Clearview Street. Rebecca and Clearview. Drive like your kids live here. That's what the sign on my left said. I'm driving 9 miles an hour. So even though I don't have kids, if I did, I'm driving like they live here. Man, I do got kids. I got Jersey. I got Philly. I got Ugly Betty. Jersey is my dog. Philly's my dog. And Ugly Betty's one of my cars back at home. But I treat her like a child. We got Neil Armstrong School on our left-hand side. I'm going to make this right-hand turn. It looks like a quiet residential neighborhood, guys. It looks cool. It looks pretty clean. I don't see really any debris, any trash. I noticed there's been very little graffiti here. Very little. I haven't really noticed much graffiti. Oh, we're back on Wood. That's the block that we went through. Let's make this left. Let's go back down. Wow, we're on a hill, so much so that you can see right in front of us the skyline of not buildings, but forestation. Forest. We're going downhill. Ouch. Bumps. So what is Scranton, PA known for? The production of Nottingham lace. With the decline of the later demise of the coal industry from the 1950s, the city diversified its economy and received national recognition for its Scranton Plan, which provided jobs throughout the industrial expansion. And why is it called Scranton? The city of Scranton is named in honor of George W. and Selden Scranton, who founded the operation and became the Lackawanna Iron and Coal Company. Or that became the Lackawanna and Iron Coal Company. Let's make this right-hand turn. Welcome to Bull's Head. That's what the sign on our left said. Dunkin' Donuts on our right. Valero Gas Station on our left. Bull's Head Pizza Pasta House on our right. We got a Domino's Pizza on our left. Passing Philo Street, Phillo, Philo. National Pastry Bake Shop on our right. Passing Pierce Street. We're traveling at normal speed. We're traveling, 25 miles an hour. Speed limit is 25. Passing Court Street. We got Siddell's Restaurant on our left. A glass business on our right. We're passing Tripp Street. Tripp, Tripp. Passing Lloyd Street. Passing Sterling. There's a Dodge Durango for sale on my left-hand side on the hill of Sterling. I have a female with red hair walking on my left-hand side. We're passing Ravine. We have a fire company, fire truck on our right. We passed the fire station. I'm sorry. I said fire company. Passing Foster Street. I have a car behind me, so I'm going to speed it up a bit. We had a pretty cool Jeep on my left. FEMA was operating it with a bunch of stickers and stuff. I didn't like the stickers, but I liked the Jeep.